Greater Cincinnati is getting Publix Supermarket. Let's discuss. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another coffee rant with Dano. We are drinking the 100% Colombian Kroger coffee. However, here in about a year or so, I may be drinking does Publix have a 100% Colombian coffee? I'm not really sure, but we're going to find out because they are building one. Publix is going to be in Northern Kentucky, Greater Cincinnati. When they say Greater Cincinnati, they mean Northern Kentucky. It's going to be in Richwood, Kentucky. They just signed off on a 56,000 square foot building, so it's going to be a big one. And from what I understand, there are some Publix that are. It's got to be 48,000 to 56,000. They don't go any less than that. 56,000 is what they're getting. Before we go into some of these things, because I want to talk about what Publix is. I know we have a lot of viewers that shop at Publix. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, as the thumbs up and likes really help spread our videos out all around the world. But we cover things in the stores. We cover prices. We cover food shortages. We cover empty shelves. We try to save you as much money as possible by checking the competition, seeing where you can find things for a better price, taking things that you say in the comments on the channel and try to give you a response of things that we are seeing in real time here. As I am your boots on the ground. If you have to hit pause on this video real quickly before we dive into all of this, go ahead and do so now. This will be a lengthy discussion. I'm excited to talk about this. Mostly because I know what it's going to bring. It's going to bring Kroger a lot of competition. Okay? It's going to cause a lot of competition for Kroger. Now, Kroger is out of Cincinnati, Ohio here. Cincinnati, Ohio is where Kroger is. It's where it originated. The factories are here. Kroger owns Cincinnati pretty much when it comes to groceries, and they still will. You know, I don't know. Publix is very high on prices. I know traditionally they're very high on prices, but we're going to talk about, because I'm reading from the Cincinnati Enquirer here online, and they talk about some of what Publix is, and I thought this was very interesting. So if you don't know what Publix Supermarket is, it's based out of Florida. Okay, let's just go into it here. Publix Supermarket's founded in Winter Haven. They just say Winter Haven. That's in Florida. In 1930. Is the largest employee-owned company in the United States and one of the country's 10 highest volume supermarket chains, employing over 250,000 people. 250,000, all employee-owned. That's pretty awesome. For the 10th year in a row, Publix was named to Fortune's 2023 Best Workplaces in Retail list. It's number one in supermarkets on Newsweek's 2024 America's Best Customer Service list. Let's stop right there for a second. Now, I have visited many different Publix over years, in Florida, Tennessee, anywhere where there's been a Publix where me and Jessica have traveled to. I always try to do a review of some of their products and what to expect. And the one thing that I always get out of every Publix I've ever visited is the customer service. Customer service, I don't know, it's like they really do a good job of training people. I mean, because it starts from management, right? It starts from the top, and then it works its way down to, everybody to pushing carts, all the way to the top to whatever they do. I've never run into an angry employee at Publix. Everybody has always been very kind, very nice. They do a good job of training employees. So yeah, they go on to say, and that was the 6th year in a row that they made the Newsweek's 2024 America's Best Customer Service list. 6 years in a row. For 5 years in a row, it's been on Forbes' Best in-State Employer list. Even their commercials are popular. If you're running out to get groceries in Florida, the odds are good you're heading to Publix. I know we have a lot of Publix shoppers on the channel here. And just like anywhere else, there's ways to get deals there. One thing that Publix prides themselves on is the quality. Now it costs more, but the quality is there. Quality's always there, and I don't think they would do anything to shake that. But anyway, so they go on to talk about the 7 states that Publix are in, and that is Florida, Georgia, Alabama, South Carolina, Tennessee, North Carolina, and Virginia. Now, I know they're talking about building one in Louisville and Lexington. I think a couple of them in Lexington. So they're really starting to make their mark up through Kentucky as well. But we have one confirmed. You better believe I will be there when they open. It's looking like it's not going to open till like 2025. So we got a while on that. But wanted to bring this attention to you. Some of you guys have left this in the comments. Got an email from somebody showing me the confirmation of it. I'm pretty excited. I'm glad that Publix is going to be within a not a small drive, but if they move up toward like Cold Springs and Independence, stuff like that, that's a little closer to me than Richwood. But I don't mind. It's Richwood's right off 75 in Northern Kentucky, so not too bad. It's definitely a worthy journey. Okay, we'll go on. Publix also has announced plans to open. Okay, this is where they're talking about Louisville. And they're also talking about Florence and Union. So if you've seen any of our Costco videos where we go to Costco, that is Florence and Union. So that would be really cool if they built one there. That's still not too close, but it's closer than Richwood. Richwood's probably another, 15, 20 minutes south of that. I don't know, but it sounds like they've got some good plans going here. Okay, so this is the Publix spokesman, Jared Glover, who had talked to the Enquirer, apparently. He said, quote, "While we are proud to continue our growth across the Bluegrass State, Kentucky, and share the Publix difference with more Kentuckians, we do not currently have any other plans to share at this time." So other than the one that they're doing in Richwood, Kentucky, they don't have any plans to share of these other ones that we just talked about here. So let's scroll back up here. Okay, let's see. And I like the way that the Cincinnati Enquirer mentioned this, because this was the first thing that came to my head the other day when people were talking about this on our channel here. Publix challenging Kroger with expansion into Northern Kentucky. And yeah, this is gonna, I don't know if it'll force Kroger prices down or not. But the thing is the more Publix spreads out, they're not as big as Kroger, but I mean, it will create competition. I don't know how much competition. It's just going to be fun to go to a different store. All right? Check out some new products. It'll allow me and Jessica to be able to try some of the Publix products, because when we're on the road, when we're traveling, and I guess I could have bought some canned goods and brought them home. It's sometimes when we drive, but if we're out and about with family and stuff down in Florida, kind of hard to do that. But I'm excited, guys. This is pretty cool. Excuse me. This is the start of it here. I kind of went backwards on this. Publix is nearly synonymous with Florida. If you're visiting the Sunshine State, you're rarely more than an hour or so away from groceries, a box of hot fried chicken, or a meatball sub. Let's talk about that for a second. So their fried chicken's supposed to be fantastic. I've never tried it, but I have tried their subs. Never tried the meatball sub, but I tried the Italian sub. They're so popular. And what's cool is they'll make it for you like while you're shopping or whatever, or you can call ahead or order online, but it takes them a while to do it. Why is that? Not just if they're busy. They put a lot of care into everything they're doing. Like, their website's even pretty cool. Like, we are crafting your specially made sub and all this stuff. I remember when I was in Sarasota, we were at my wife's aunt and uncle's house, and it took like an hour and a half. And I went there and we did a video. So I was walking around, and it didn't take that long, actually. It was like 45 minutes. But I think they do that just to kind of, and they message you right away when your order's ready. So it's not just sitting there. But the line for those subs and that deli was ridiculous. I mean, it was crazy. It looked like they were waiting in line for a roller coaster or something. But anyway, let's see. But the subs are really good. But the popular grocery chain is spread out across the southeast United States with locations in Alabama, Georgia, both Carolinas, Tennessee, and Virginia, and the Florida-based retailer is moving into Kentucky with an eye on taking on Cincinnati-based supermarket giant Kroger. Ooh, we got competition, guys. I like it. I love it. I love competition. Let's see. It says, even though we talked about this, I'll read it to you. It said, they say, where is Publix opening in Kentucky? Publix has confirmed plans to open a nearly 56,000 square foot store in Boone County in Northern Kentucky, just across the river. Not just across the river. Pretty close, though. The river from Ohio and Kroger's corporate headquarters. I love how they keep putting Kroger. I mean, it's 20 miles south of that, but let's see. That could be a direct challenge to Kroger, which dominates that market, taking in nearly half the area's $7.1 billion in grocery sales. I told y'all. I told you, Kroger killing it, man. The location, which would be as far north as Publix has spread yet, is slated to open in 2025. And that is, they don't have it in here, I guess. But yes, the area, it's called Triple Crown Center, I think it is where they're talking about doing it. It's off of Richwood Road, which is Richwood, Kentucky. So, yeah. And that is it for the article, but let's talk about this for a minute because it is some exciting news. With prices that constantly go up, guys, the things that we need is competition. Competition is key to keeping other grocery stores in check. I remember, we used to have Bigs. Which turned into Rimke. If you're from the Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky area, you'll remember Rimke. There is still one Rimke, I think, out in Indiana somewhere. Maybe one in Kentucky, but they're kind of fizzling out. Meijer, I feel like really isn't much competition anymore. Most Meijers are off of the freeways. Even the one that I go to is pretty close to the freeway. I just don't feel like Meijer anymore really does. They're always packed. I don't know. See, Meijer's kind of like Walmart, though. They're a little more expensive, but Meijer has everything. It's like, I feel like most people who live locally only shop at Meijer for groceries, but I do see a lot of people shopping for other things at Meijer too. Groceries is just mostly what we cover on the channel here. I have noticed that, a lot of deals at Meijer aren't deals anymore. Like they're becoming Kroger when it comes to a lot of these different sales. Like we're seeing sales, but they're not. We'll see better sales at Kroger for sure. I'll always say this, even after Publix comes here, I'll continue to say it because we're going to see that Kroger will still be the most expensive place to shop for groceries where you can save the most money. What do I mean by that for all of our new viewers? Again, don't forget to give us that like. I know I probably said that before, but I don't know. YouTube's really trying to push us to do our videos. Make sure we get those thumbs up because the thumbs up, the likes, the comments, they all help spread our videos out everywhere. And this is some fun information. I want this video to get as far as possible. So make sure you share it with your friends. Anybody in Cincinnati here, make sure you tell them about the channel here. We're going to be covering a lot more stuff coming up for the holiday season and everything going on. But I was waiting to do this video until it was confirmed. We hear things like this all the time. Stores are coming in. They're going to do this. They're going to do that. They said they were going to put an Olive Garden down the street from us, and it ended up turning into a AAA center. So it's like, but it was never 100% confirmed. The money was never there. The contract wasn't signed. This is signed. It's going. Pretty excited about it. I'm excited to try a lot of Publix products. I'm going to start setting aside some money now to be able to afford it. Publix is expensive. There's no denying that. And it's not just because it's in Florida. We have we get comments from Publix from our viewers in Georgia, North and South Carolina, Virginia. It's pricey. It's pricey, but the quality is there. And that's something we don't see as much at Kroger anymore, guys. I hate to say it, but the quality of meat has really gone downhill at Kroger. I don't know, I don't know what's going on, but some of the meat quality I've noticed at Kroger has just really gone downhill. I will pay a little bit extra at Meijer. I feel like people were asking in our video that we did at Meijer the other day if anybody liked the meat quality. I got on there and answered the comment, yes. Yes. I mean, it's better than Kroger, and I'm not ashamed to admit that either. I love Kroger, I do, but Meijer has, and chicken too. Meijer chicken is way better than that Heritage Farm chicken you get from Kroger. I don't care. That's my opinion, I guess, but any of my friends, any of my family, we all get our chicken from Meijer if we're not getting it from a mom and pop shop. But I'll tell you what, the prices that continue to go up, guys. The prices that continue to go up in our main grocery stores are raising even higher at our mom and pop places, making it unaffordable. I try to shop at some of our local places, but it does get really expensive, and it's like, what do? You just quit eating meat? That's what the world wants us to do, ain't it? I'm not. I like my steak. I don't mind paying a little bit extra, but a lot extra is, I don't know. Just a point or two, Meijer has T-bone steaks on sale this week, $9.99 a pound. Down from $13.99 a pound. So, anyway, yes, if you're new to the channel, and I know I probably don't say this enough, if you're new to the channel, make sure you stick around. We cover these issues every day to try and sell. The main goal is to try and help save us all money in the stores. That is what it is, no matter what, whether it's food, whether it's toys, whether it's whatever. We are on a mission to always find the best prices and deliver them right to your couch, right? I mean, that's really what it is. And, it feels good to have this is a nice coffee rant today. Somebody said on the channel today they didn't like the slurping sound when I do my coffee. I apologize for that, but there ain't really much I can do about that. I try to be quiet, but I have a high-powered microphone on here, so I can't really continue to turn it up and turn it down and all that stuff. But, yeah, Kroger coffee, I got to say, the 100% coffee, 100% Colombian is pretty good. If you've never tried it, it is $3.99 right now at Kroger. Wait a minute, today's Tuesday. Well, if you can get to Kroger by tonight, that might not be on sale anymore. I don't know. I'm excited about Publix, though, guys. I wanted to hold my excitement. I know everybody was commenting on it and everything. I was like, let's wait till it's signed. Let's just give it a day. I know there's good news about it, but I'm excited that for the competition that it's going to bring. Hopefully, we'll bring regular prices down some. I hope. And the thing is it's hitting in the right spot, guys. It's hitting in the right spot. Kroger is down the street from me here. Their plant, where they operate, their factories are down the street from me. Now they have a few all spread out across Cincinnati, but the main headquarters is right here, not far. And then their main headquarters downtown is in downtown Cincinnati as well. I'm excited. And, and what I'm getting at here is it's close, right? It's close to where the main operations of Kroger are. Now, Kroger has stores all over the country here. King Soopers, Ralph's, Food for Less, Harris Teeter, Fred Meyer's. I mean, they own everything. They're buying out Albertsons and Safeway. Just all of them. Ralph's, all Dillon's, Mariano's. There's so many. And now we're putting competition right on their doorstep, right down the street from me. I am going to be right in the middle of all this, guys. This is awesome. We're going to, and the thing is that competition is good for both companies. I'm not, I don't want Kroger to go out of business. I don't want Publix to not want to come here. We want the competition to keep the prices low. They probably don't want the competition, but you know what? It is what it is. And congratulations, Publix, for making a decision. That had to be a hard one. That had to be a hard decision. They probably did a lot of different research to figure out if that was going to be a good thing or not. Because you're literally on the doorstep of the biggest grocery chain, or, at least one of the biggest in America. And for you to have the guts to put your first one right, or at least in Kentucky, right across the river from one of the biggest. Like, good for you. Good for you. All employee owned, 250,000 employees working for you in not many states, honestly. And it looks like you're going to have a lot more. You're going to be employing a lot more people. Good customer service, good quality work. Let's bring it all back, guys. Let's make, this is what's going to be awesome is we're going to have employees that care about their job. They're going to be taken care of. They're going to be paid well, because Publix employees are paid well from what I understand. So, it's good all around, Competition, making sure that we're competing on things to keep things at a competitive price, and also getting more and more people employed, And Richwood, Kentucky, I feel is the perfect place for a Publix. I do. Although I wish it was a little closer. I feel like that is perfect. It's just far enough away from Kroger, but right up next to the river where your trucks are going to be flying back and forth from there as well. So you'll be waving at the Kroger trucks as you go by. But anyway, yeah, not a bad thing at all. Okay, good competition. That is what we need. We needed that here in Cincinnati to help try and drive prices down. With Publix being so close to Cincinnati, that could affect the way that they run their things. Kroger runs things all around the country. So hopefully it could be good for all of us and not just here in Cincinnati. Anyway, guys, that is my coffee rant tonight. If you happen to miss our Walmart video, make sure you check it out. I'll leave it in a window right here where you can check it out. Different things we talk about with Walmart and why I think what they're doing with all these refurbishments. I won't say what. Just check this video out right here. It's interesting what we go into talking about some of the things Walmart's doing that they aren't. I feel like it's some things that need to be discussed. So if you happen to miss that video, I'll put it right here. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a great night.